sleepy this morning. I am having a pretty slow start to the day because I have quite an action-packed day today. I'm fitting in a lot of things at the moment, like spinning a lot of plates. Today I'm spinning all those plates at the same time. So I'm starting off looking for a property, going to see a couple of places today. Then we have a call with our wedding planner. So property, tick. Wedding stuff, tick. Then I have 3 meetings for work, tick. Then I'm going to the gym. I'm doing a dance workout, so trying to stay fit at the same time, tick. And then, oh, tonight we've been invited around to a friend's house. So going to friend's house, tick. So trying to balance staying fit, maintaining a social life, work, wedding planning and house hunting. There we go. And I'm not complaining because one of my best friends is doing this all while she has a 1-year-old. So this is not a complaint, this is more of a we can do this, let's go seize the day. First things first today, I need to put on my makeup. I also realized whenever I leave the house in the morning, I sometimes forget to have breakfast, which is really bad. I'm trying to get into breakfast smoothies, so if you have any recipes that you love, please let me know, because this is what I end up doing when I don't really want to make breakfast. I end up getting a snack bar from the cupboard, which apparently right now I can't even open. These are delicious Fiella ones, and that is what I eat for my breakfast. This is the cacao and almond one, which is really good. First I'm going to do my makeup and my foundation, and I have partnered with Max Factor on this video to talk about their newly reformulated Miracle Touch Skin Perfecting Foundation. Now if you want to see baby Amelia talking about Max Factor Miracle Touch, I will put in a clip now. A cream blush, the Max Factor Miracle Touch Creamy Blush. This is awesome. It's like a tiny little dinky pot. It's like the size of my eye, but the formula of this is what makes it like a total win. I can't even watch it, it's so cringe. My hair, my makeup, I just feel like that was lifetimes ago, but it was only maybe 3-5 years ago. Oh, someone's drilling outside. Good timing. It is the same foundation that everyone knows and loves, but with a newer formula that contains hyaluronic acid and SPF 30. As you know, normally with my skincare routines, I rarely put on SPF in the morning, so I always look for foundations that have SPF in them. I'm using my shade right now, which is Sand. You can see that literally blends in with my skin so well. If I'm fake tanned, I go a little bit darker, but my fake tan's kind of faded right now. It has a really unique solid to liquid texture. As you can see, it's super solid, but then when it goes on your skin it feels like a liquid foundation. I'm gonna try really hard and only put it on half my face, and then you can see a bit better. Okay, right now it's only on this side of my face. You can see it's just evened out my skin tone. All the little red marks I have on my skin have been covered, and I haven't even put on under eye concealer or anything. So this is before. You can see all my little acne scars, any redness that I have, little veins popping through, and this is after, and none of that is there, but it really doesn't look like I have foundation on my skin. I'm gonna do the other side. I'm using this with a buffing brush, but it does come with a sponge, which is great for touch-ups on the go if you need to. The cream to liquid texture makes it look much dewier, like the finish on my skin, which is something I'm going for at the moment. As you guys know, I've totally ditched the matte and I am on to the glowy bandwagon. It just looks really natural. That's my foundation done. I love the way it looks. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It's a really seamless foundation. Today I'm not going home for over 12 hours. I probably won't be home till like 10:30, 11 after dinner. So I want a foundation that is going to last me the whole day, that I don't need to worry about. That is the kind of concept around this campaign. They've called it like small miracle, and that is my small miracle of the day, is that I can not worry about my foundation until I take it off this evening. Okay, time to bronze up my face. The places that we're going to see today on my house hunting are, there's one house and a couple of flats, I think. I know some people are really fussy whether they're looking for a house or a flat, but we have like other criteria that are kind of higher on our list than this. Then like house or flat, like we prefer something that's quiet and something that's light, so that's kind of like higher on our list than the layout of the place, if that makes sense. But these things literally take a while, and I feel like I have been very well prepared for how long this takes. I've seen so many of my friends do this and move and get a property. It takes time, it takes time. I'm being very patient. I'm not a patient person, let me tell you. Anyone that works with me knows that I'm not patient. Liv will put her hand right up in the air and clarify that I'm not a patient person, but I'm trying. I'm trying. What else am I doing today? Oh yeah, wedding planning. I have put together a little inspiration board literally hours and hours on Instagram and Pinterest that I sent over to the planner, and we're gonna talk about that later today. We were thinking last night about our ceremony and where we want to face. This is kind of like a random thing, but basically you can either face away from your guests. So let's say all your guests are here, you can either face away from them so they see your back, which people do at a lot of weddings I think that I've been to. I think they want to keep it more like personal and private. Or you could face towards your guests, but then you're seeing like a sea of people, and that can be kind of like a bit much, I think. I don't know. I've never done it before, so I can't tell you. I can just tell you what people tell me. Or you could face each other. And I think we were talking about this last night, and I think we came to the conclusion that we want to face each other. I think that way everyone can see us. They feel like more involved and not like they're... Not that you don't feel involved when you see someone's back at a ceremony, because you're still seeing everything going on, but I don't know. I feel like I'll have my grandma in the front row and stuff, and I want to be able to see her almost. But then that way we're just kind of looking at each other, and we're not looking out into this like sea of people, which could be apparently quite nerve-wracking. So that was the conclusion that we came to last night. Any things that we tick off our list at the moment is a huge win. I just feel so behind on everything, so anything that we kind of accomplish, no matter how small it is, like that, even if it's literally which way do we face, I'm like, yes, got something done. Can tick that off the list. It feels good. I'm using this Anastasia palette now, which I was sent recently, and it is glorious. I love Anastasia eyeshadows. Rob has gone off for a meeting, and then I'm going to go with him to the first place. I'm probably not gonna vlog the property hunting today. I feel like it does take a bit longer when I do that, and today we have places we want to see and we're on a really tight schedule, so I'm going to zip in and zip out. I'm sorry, but how good is this foundation? My skin literally looks like porcelain, doesn't it? Can you do me a favor? Can you tell me something that is going on with you at the moment in the comments down below, because I feel like you know so much about what's going on with me. Like, you even know which way I'm going to be facing when I have my ceremony and like get married. So please tell me something about you in the comments below, because I would love to know. I feel like whenever I meet viewers, like the other day I met someone at Cycle in a workout class, and I just grilled her. She was like, okay, the class is starting, I need to go sit on my bike. And I was like, wait, I need to know more about you. I feel like you guys know so much about me, and I want to know more about you. Oh my gosh, I do this every time that I wear this foundation. Every single time I forget to put on concealer. When in this entire video have you seen me forget? I've lost for words. Like, I actually can't believe it. I do this every time I wear this foundation. Look, and my bags were pretty bad today, weren't they? They were pretty bad, we can all admit. It's an open space. Oh my gosh, I need concealer. I feel like naked without concealer. It's just like looking at myself thinking like, I've missed a step, Why do I feel naked? Why do I feel naked? It's because I forgot my concealer. I never forget concealer until this foundation. Crazy things are happening. I hate putting on concealer when I've already done my highlighter. This is my forfeit for forgetting. What shall I wear today? I don't know if you can tell, but it's a really dark and gloomy rainy day. Just made me a little bit sad. I was like so ready for this to be a sunny day. I don't know, I feel like I seize the day better when it's sunny, but let me show you what I'm wearing. So I have this cute little top on from Roland Mouret, my leather pants, sorry, ignore that pile there, that's just long story, charity pile. And then my little white trainers on, and this is the bag that I always carry whenever I need to take my laptop but still look like I'm carrying a handbag, not like my life and my sink. And then I have cute little heart necklace on, which goes really nicely with my top, and my Yael earrings. I'm done house hunting, done with wedding planner, and it is finally time to get on with some work. So I'm going to meet Liv now. We have a meeting with a retailer that I work with a lot, and then another meeting after that as well. Almost there. Hopefully we can have some lunch. I haven't eaten anything all day. It's now 2:30. Well, apart from breakfast. I mean, since breakfast. And I'm literally starving. I had a packet of crisps, but I'm still like totally hungry. You know when you just need actual food. Looking very professional today. Oh, nice earrings. It's a white trainers day. Where are we going? Being really organised, leaving all my stuff in the car to change into. Forgot my sports bra. you're going in here now because I'm gonna go work out. Guys, what a day. I just left my workout and I forgot my bra, as you saw, my sports bra. So I was doing this dance class and yeah, I won't describe what everything was going on down there because there was a lot of jiggling. Shame. I didn't have time to take off my makeup before because I was on a work call as I was driving to the dance class, and when I got there I was like still on the phone, like walking dance class, hanging up to school. Actually, I was gonna touch it up. Let me have a look in the mirror here, but I actually don't think I really need to that much. Maybe my nose from where my glasses has rubbed against my nose, but that's literally it. I mean, barely. Right? I barely need to touch it up, just there where my glasses always rub and then remove all my makeup, but that's literally it. Maybe a bit on my forehead where I have that scar. Let me do that now. Before I drive off to dinner, I'm going to my friend's house for dinner, as I mentioned before, but I'm going a little bit earlier than everyone else because I want to see her wedding video. They're actually one of Rob's friends and I didn't know them before I started dating Rob, so they always talk about their wedding and I haven't seen it, so I really want to see everything that I missed. She's also given me loads of like great advice as well. Okay, there we go. Touching up, I'm using the Max Factor Miracle Touch Skin Perfecting Foundation again, but like I really don't need to do anything. I feel like I'm touching up almost nothing. Okay, maybe I'll do a bit of the veins around my nose while we're here. There we go. That looks a bit better. My lipstick's still good. My bronzer's still good. My waterproof mascara is still doing its thing. Maybe I'll do a bit more lipstick actually. That's literally gonna be it from me. Let's go to her house, which is 8 minutes away. Timed this very well today. I feel like I've had a super productive day, so I'm happy. I feel like I've kind of been like running all day, so I'm excited to just kind of sit down and enjoy dinner with friends. And Laura's an amazing cook, so I'm excited. Last time she made chicken and rice, so that was I was in heaven. I was done. Someone would let me out of here, that would be great. I'm literally just gonna show everyone how amazing Laura's spread is for 6 people. Yum. This is now my untouched up makeup at the end of the day. So my lip liner really needs redoing, but you can see a bit better now. But my foundation still looks amazing. It is now 11:45 and I'm so exhausted. So it is time to take off my makeup and go to bed, but my foundation looks great, doesn't it? It looks really good. It's honestly amazing. I just sent a video to my girls group, my like friends girls group, being like, everyone needs this foundation. I sent a video being like, I've been wearing it for 14 hours and I sweated loads. Today you got an insight into why Amelia doesn't vlog on a work day. Normally there are so many things going on that it just becomes really difficult to vlog, especially when I have just like meetings, seeing like friends who don't really appear online or don't want to appear online kind of thing, and I'm like in their home that I don't feel comfortable vlogging in. Just like so many things happen, so I promise I will be a better vlogger this weekend. Hello everyone, happy Sunday. You know it's Sunday when my hair doesn't move because it's so greasy. It's the end of the week and I have given up and it's time to take a day to chill and be zen. I have a pretty typical Sunday for me today. A couple of Sundays ago I was at a wedding, so I was like super glam. But this Sunday is a very typical Sunday for me, so let's do my typical Sunday routine, which involves a lot of self-care, going to yoga later, a lot of like home cooked food. I just had some leftover meatballs and rice. If anyone wants the recipe to these meatballs, I made them with my grandma in a recent video, so I'll link that down below, but I'm gonna put these back in the fridge now. As you know, I am trying to get really good and confident at speaking French. So I have a French lesson in 20 minutes. And before then, what I normally do every Sunday is write down my plans and goals for the week, send that round to everyone, to basically people that I work with, and say what we're gonna do this week. So I need to do that now. I just feel like on a Sunday is the day that I really get that done. I can never manage to do it on a Friday. It's always on a Sunday. I can just visualize my week a bit better. So I'm gonna do that now, and I normally try and like make it very accurate, even like down to the hours really. Like I know what time I'm gonna work out, I know what time I have meetings, so just kind of working everything around that when I'm gonna film. By the way, the jeans are undone. It's Sunday, people. jeans don't get done up on a Sunday. The other thing I always do on Sundays is go and order my groceries. Normally what I order is some flowers for the week, maybe some daffodils. I love my lemons, and I'll order some stuff for Rob, like Rob loves crisps. And then I'll order some random snacks, like for example brashola. We love having that as a snack if I'm looking after like a really quick lunch or something. Then I'll add that. These, you can see, are my favorite things ever. These fruit bowls, this fruit bowl brand, I'm totally in love with them. So I order maybe like a couple of their school bars. I know they're for kids, but they're just fruit and they're delicious. I even order like my toothpaste and stuff. Normally I'll think about what I'm going to make for the week. For example, if I'm making like a risotto one night, or like a rice noodle something or other, or chicken, and then I'll do that. But this week I think we only have one night at home, so I'll only order food for that one night. I also found the puff pastry, but gluten-free, the one that my grandma used for the apple flowers that we made. So I added that in, added some ginger. What else? Toilet roll. Oh, Rob loves crumpets, so I ordered those for the house also. I think we need some kitchen roll. I literally just go through my favorites, and normally I'll find like what we have. So actually maybe I'll get an artichoke, because that could be really nice to have for dinner as a starter. I was going to say a pre-snack, but it's not what it's called. Also, I'm running out of gluten-free pasta, so I'm going to order that too. Ooh, I need some hand wash. I once ordered these mermaid shell napkins. They're so ridiculous, but I love them. Sorry if you can hear a little murmur in the background. It's actually my heater and it's so cold in here that I really need it on today, but I'm just gonna take it out now to charge my phone for my French lesson in 8 minutes. I'm getting like all my essentials together for my lesson. I don't actually bring a notepad because we do it on this kind of shared portal where I can see her like notebook on her screen. It's quite clever actually. I haven't had a tutoring lesson for ages, so I'm now seeing like what the youth do in their tutoring lessons. Got my water. Don't really need anything else except my water and my computer, so that was a good organizing session. Basically just got a water. What about you, Duke? Do you speak French? Hello. Hello. Hello, little snorer. Oh, is that the right spot? Yeah. Just waiting for my teacher to come online, and then I will say salut. That's like the only word I'm not embarrassed to say online in French. Actually, if you have any French vloggers that you love to watch, please let me know, because I feel like I should just be like consuming more French content. I think that will actually help me a lot. I might actually see if I can watch Friends in French, because I know all the words to Friends, so that would probably help me. Okay, I just finished my French lesson, and I'm not bad. I'm not where I want to be, put it that way, but I have like 5 months now until our wedding, so I have time, especially if I'm doing like 2 to 3 hour long sessions a week. I definitely have time, but I don't know, I don't like not being where I want to be with something, and I would like to be a lot better than I am, but as long as I'm improving, that's good, right? I'm now just staring at the cupboard thinking, what shall I reward myself as a snack? Oh, I love these. These are my favorite. They're so good. Baby food. Baby carrot sticks. I have about an hour before I need to leave for yoga, and I'm going to take full advantage of the bath in my sister's place, seeing as she's not here, and have a nice long bath, which I'm standing in right now. I'm just putting the plug in. I actually didn't have a bath in my old flat or at Rob's either, and I love having baths. I feel like in our next place I would love to have a bath. I think I'm going to put in the last of this aromatherapy associates, and then some fresh brown sugar bath and shower gel. Get those bubbles going. Do I look like No Name Adams? Yes is the answer to that question. I'm going to do a hair mask while I'm waiting for my bath to run, and as you know I love the Kerastase hair mask, so I'm going to use this orange one. I mix it up, the orange one, the green one, the white and gold one. Just love all their hair masks. So what I do when I don't want to wet my hair is I literally wet it in the sink and then put on the hair mask. go. Now I can have my bath while my hair mask soaks, and then I will wash it out after. I look weird like this, don't I? I look like an egg. I normally actually put on candlelight when I have my bath, but today I'm going to be scrubbing off my fake tan. It is a serious maintenance day. I mean, I would also normally do my eyebrows, but I am getting them done tomorrow because I'm in desperate need to get them de-slugged. So what I'm going to do, sorry I'm just leaning over this thing here, is get one of my little mitts. It's a bit grotty to show you this, isn't it? But anyway, have one of those. Oh my god, I just got totally sidetracked. I was looking for my body scrub, but I found some Himalayan bath salts by Aromatherapy Associates. So I'm just going to put these in my bath now. This is what I was originally looking for, which kind of looks a bit like grotty and like it's growing things right now, but just gives you an indication of how much I like it. It's the Awakening by Sea to Skin. It's a salt scrub, so I use that to take off the majority of my fake tan or any leftovers, and also kind of hydrate my skin at the same time. It feels really nice and soft. I enjoyed my bath so much that I actually ran out of time to wash the hair mask out my hair. So I don't know how bad this looks, but hopefully it just looks like I'm a ballerina part-time. I don't know. Oh dear, I'm actually leaving the house with hair mask on, but at least it's like clear, and it does kind of look like I've just pulled my hair back, right? I don't know. We'll see if Estee says anything, but I doubt she will. I saw actually a poll. Can't remember whose stories it was on. It was somebody I follow stories saying like, is it gross to leave your house with a hair mask on? And the majority of the people voted yes. I wish I could do polls on YouTube, but then I can find out if you think it's weird or whatever. I'm just going to a yoga class tonight, and this is actually it's like a restorative yoga class. It's really amazing. I've only been to one before, and I was literally dragged there by Estee. I just really wasn't in the mood to go to a class or exercise or do anything, and it's kind of like stretches with guided meditation almost. Like, it's not a difficult class or anything, it's just that time of being alone with your own thoughts without anything to distract you. And sometimes I'm like very willing to do that, and other times I really don't want to be alone with my thoughts. I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like in that moment, if I'm not ready to be in that moment, if that makes sense, then my mind will just run and I'll end up giving myself more panic and anxiety than normal, because I'm just like thinking about all the things I need to be doing, and like I can't write them down, or my mind just like goes, and then I end up in a state of like panic. And last time I actually went to the class, I cried like mid-class. I wasn't like wailing or anything, but there were just, it was a silent cry of I'm just admitting defeat. It sounds really dramatic and weird, and then afterwards I said to Estee, I was like, I actually cried in that class because it's an hour and a half. It's a really long time for me, at least, to just sit and not be distracted by doing loads of other things. And Estee says she also cried the first time she did that class, so I felt a bit better. I felt like that also, she knew that that's kind of what I needed to do at that time. At that time, both my grandparents had passed away and had spent pretty much a month in hospital with Rob or with my grandfather, so it was a very like emotionally draining time, and I just kind of let it all out in this class. Anyway, I feel like today I'm also much more prepared for what's actually happening, and I'm much more ready for an hour and a half of being with my thoughts, trying to get some sort of peace of mind, not reacting, enjoying the stretches, enjoying the meditation. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. And then we're gonna go get food afterwards, because all good things end with food. Yeah, that's my Sunday routine. It's a Sunday night class, and I love doing things in the evening, especially classes. I feel like I love cardio, but when I do cardio in the evening, I'm like buzzing till like when I need to go to bed. I get in bed and I'm still buzzing. I feel like it makes my body like really energized, so it's much better for me to do relaxing things in the evening and then hyper things in the morning. I put my vlog camera away, and then I thought of something else I wanted to say that rhymed, which was in that moment in that class, because it's such a long time that you're kind of left to your own self, you kind of go into the darkest place of your mind, or I did. I went to this like really deep anxiety spiraling place, and then once you're in that place, that was when the tears started, and once you're in that place, you have nothing else to do because you're already in that bottom of your mind but talk yourself out of it and talk yourself up, if that makes sense. So that was the kind of moment where I actually started enjoying it, and I was like, you know what, I have these thoughts and these anxieties and these fears and all this stuff going on at the moment, but it's okay. And that was the moment where, in that class, where I was kind of left to myself, to all my thoughts, and then the only thing that I could do was talk myself out of these thoughts and these anxieties. So sounds kind of dramatic for a Sunday yoga class, and I don't think the same thing will happen today. I feel like that was that moment kind of thing, whereas now I can just enjoy the class. Are you ready for our Zen class? / dead.
I have been looking forward to this all weekend.
So excited that we accidentally booked yesterday. Wait, should I take 2 of these? Yeah.
Do we need 2?
I think so. Did we need 2 last time?
Yeah.
That was such a nice class. I cried again.
Oh.
I was trying to explain this without sounding like a freak, but like, it's sometimes kind of hard to be with your own thoughts.
What do you mean?
This like anxiety thing, and then I like, yeah, and then I like start crying, and then
it's because it's like over an hour of silence, number one, and number 2, you're like shutting down the chaos. It's very intense. Yeah, I couldn't get my mind to turn off today.
No, me neither. Yeah. I literally remembered 3 things at the end of the class, being like, write these 3 things down.
I know, it's so stupid, but every little bit helps.
Yeah, and it's good to do that. I really enjoy it, even though I literally, it wasn't like crying, but I had that moment of like, pull yourself together, girl. God. Anyway, we're gonna go get some food now. Are you or are you not dead that I have a hair mask in my hair in a restaurant in Chelsea?
I mean, when you walked in, I was like, her hair is either wet or like hasn't showered today, but your makeup was done, so I was just very confused about the whole thing, but it's not good.
No one's commented yet. Yeah. I mean, even you didn't comment.
No, because what do I care?
That yoga session really does change your day. I mean, it's the end of the day, but still.
She was saying like, just channel this all week long.
All week I was like, as if you'll be lucky if I channel it until this evening. I just got this message from one of my friends, and it's so nice because I've got so many compliments on the Max Factor foundation I've been wearing. That is the best way to end a Sunday. Dinner with a friend and a restorative yoga session. And now I need to go and actually wash this hair mask out my hair, but on the plus side, my hair should be very glossy and hydrated and soft and silky tomorrow. There are a couple more things I normally do on a Sunday, like frantically tidy up and also get an acai bowl, 2 things that I'm missing. So I feel like I'm kind of cheating on this video because I haven't done any tidying, which I normally do on a Sunday. So the flat is a total mess and I need to tidy that up, but that's not going to happen today because it's already like 10:30 or something. And no, 9:30. Can anyone else not tell 24-hour clock, or is that just me? I still have trouble telling a 24-hour clock. Rob told me a trick once. It was like -2 from the number, and then that's what it is or something. So 21 minus 2 is 19, and then so 9 is the 9 in that number, so it's 9:30. Does that make sense? I think so. Anyway, that's the trick. Let me see if that works. So 22 is 10, so then you minus, no, 22 is 10, so then you minus 1 and it's 21, so the 1 is the 10. Anyway, those are 2 things that were missing from my Sunday routine, but this is normally what I like doing on Sundays. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that made you feel like inspired for the week ahead. But I will see you on Sunday with another video, and yeah, so bye. Bye guys, have a good week.